Alright, welcome back. Today we're doing leg day. So we're going to start with some pistol squats. I'm not too used to these yet, so I'm working, but I've made some progress. Considering when I first started, I've added a little bit of weight. It helps with the balance a little bit, but it definitely makes the strength factor a little bit more difficult. So just make sure if you're doing pistol squats to try and keep your body centered on the leg that's doing the exercise, and try to keep as stable as you can going up and down while maintaining that hip hinge. Yeah, I mean, I go through those pretty quick, so I'm still getting used to those, but hopefully we'll get some improvement there soon. And because there's not a lot of weight, is balance and stability is a big factor. So I just want to do a slower progression to get that workout in on the leg. If you are working on if you want to incorporate a leg exercise and pistol squats are a little bit too difficult, then using just doing a regular two-legged body squat or using a resistance band as support like I did there can help. And obviously if you're doing a single leg exercise, better do that same exercise for all the legs you have. So here we go, just exact same thing for the left leg. And then I'm gonna do this followed with the resistance band progression. I'm gonna do 3 sets on each leg, but don't take too much rest in between each of these because they're meant to kind of be a serial progression. So you wanna make sure that this weaker progression has as big an impact as possible by attacking that same muscle group without any rest time or as little rest time as possible. After that, we go to a little bit, just a regular 2-leg squat. I'm just adding some weight with a 50-pound bag of rice. Hip hinge is important form. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible and try and keep your knees back by bending at the hip and kind of having that squat position with your butt going back. I'm kind of doing 1.5 reps here just because the weight isn't that heavy for me, and I want to kind of work on that lower zone a little bit more. Also makes it a little bit go by a little quicker by keeping those muscles in a tense position to make it to get the failure a little bit more quickly. So these really take it out of me. I mean, these take a lot. This is the same exercise. I'm just showing you from the front angle as a reference. So same 1.5 reps here, but notice I'm trying to keep my legs as straight as possible, keeping my feet lined up straight with my knees and keeping my knees out without buckling them in. And these get really difficult for me. For me, leg day is definitely the toughest workout day. I'm the most exhausted after doing leg day, and by the time I'm done, I mean, I don't even see it on my face. I can barely stand up after that. So after the weight, we do 3 sets with the bag of rice, and then we go to some plyometrics to just try and finish out the leg muscles. Here, same thing, try to maintain the same form, and we just try to jump up explosively. After doing those sets, I'm just gonna do some elevated glute raises, some to just kind of build that lower back and glutes a bit. I'm gonna do this for 3 sets, not too intense. So I just do. So I try to minimize the rest time and get through the exercise. And after that, I'm pretty much done for leg days. So I'll finish up with core. As always, it's kind of my standard exercise right now. You're just gonna do the resistance band. Make sure to keep your legs straight, and then try to extend and contract your abs. It's important to do some lengthening and contracting work, just like any other muscle group. You need to work on it actively to make it stronger. And then after doing kind of the forward motion, you do the lateral side raise with the dumbbells. That's a little bit of added resistance. Of course, make sure you do left and right. So just go to the other side here. And usually on leg days, by the time I get here, I'm pretty exhausted. So I'll do 3 sets of this, where one set consists of these 3 ab exercises, the resistance band and then the dumbbell on either side. And then we go to just some leg raises. Let's finish out. For this exercise, remember, keep your lower back as flat to the ground as you can. That's going to maximize the workout that your abs get. You'll notice that in order to make the movement easier, you'll have a tendency to want to raise and arch your lower back off the mat. That's really going to decrease the amount of tension in your core and kind of shift it down to your legs, especially in that upper hip area, the hip flexors. And that's not what you're trying to hit with this exercise. It's a component, but you want to focus really on the core. So I'm trying to keep that tight and pull that in as best you can, and keep your legs straight to increase the resistance, and tuck it in as needed. But try to keep going for 30 seconds to start maybe, and then kind of work up the time as you get more used to the movement. But endurance is very important for a core workout, so you want to do workouts that incorporate a duration rather than like reps. It's because you want to kind of stress it to fatigue, because that's how the muscle groups mainly function, as kind of support and endurance for your entire body. So you want to train it that way. Take a quick break, and then we just go to some leg flutters to finish out. Same thing here. You can keep your legs as straight as you can to increase the difficulty of the workout. You see me, I'm bending my legs a bit at the top, so I'm pretty burned out, and my flexibility is still something to be improved. So definitely try to incorporate that into your workout as well if you can. I usually do some stretches at the end of the day after I've eaten. I do them separately from the resistance work that I'm posting here, but definitely important to incorporate as well. And in this case, I go for about a minute. And my main goal here is just to try and keep my legs elevated. Try and keep them off the ground. If you really need to, take a quick break and kind of go right back up and try and get a few more seconds on. It really helps to kind of push yourself a little bit longer each time. And I think you'll be surprised how quickly you can improve that. And after that, we finish up with just a standard plank. But by this point, it's pretty difficult, let me tell you. So this is the last exercise. I'm just gonna take a break here, and I'm gonna go back up and kind of do a few more seconds, but that's the end of the exercise. You can subscribe and get daily reminders to continue your workout, or maybe get a walk in, do something active. This is the kind of thing that really helps. Just doing a little bit each day, and I think you'll be really happy with the progress you make if you just kind of keep an eye on it and try to improve a little bit, bit by bit. But that's all. Thanks everybody, and I hope to see you next time. Appreciate it.